Hi guys, it's Chris with City Your Homestead. And so time to make Tom's birthday cake. I always let him every year pick what he wants me to make him. And it's so funny. I think because of the nostalgia, actually he picked a cake that one of you had said that they'd ate a lot when they were a kid. And I did too. And it was cherry chip cake. And that's what he asked for. I was like, no way. And I started laughing. He goes, what are you laughing at? And I go, someone actually suggested that. So we're going to make cherry chip cake. Back when I was a little girl, they had a cake mix called cherry chip cake mix. And I looked it up on Walmart and Amazon and everywhere else. It's 28 bucks for one box. Now, they do have cherry frosting, which I bought. But, yeah. So I'm like, well, we'll figure out a recipe. And so I scoured and scoured, and I think this is the best one that I found. So we are going to take, I'm so excited. I hope this turns out really good. We're going to take one white cake mix. And I have, in this cup, I have a half a cup of cherry juice, a half a cup of melted butter, and a half a cup of water. And we're going to add all that in there. And we need 3 eggs. I really hope this turns out because I did love this as a kid too. My mom and my grandma used to make it all the time. I don't know if my grandma ever made it from scratch. I think she did, but I don't remember, and I don't have her recipe. So, and then you need a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I know some of them were asking for almond and everything else, and I don't have almond extract. So we're going to put that over there. And then let's get this all mixed in together. Oops. It's got stuff all over me. Okay, so now I set an 8-ounce jar of maraschino cherries chopped up finely. I bought a 16-ounce because I want to decorate the top. So I'm taking what I think would be half that jar. And we're going to chop it into nice little pieces. I love maraschino cherries. And I think, if I remember right, I actually requested this for one of my birthdays when I was a kid. Was the cherry chip cake. With my mom, actually, and she used the cake mix. But you know, even the cake mix was great. I don't know, you know, I mean, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I had a cherry chip cake. And when he said that, it was just after we finished filming. And I was like, I laughed. And he's like, what? And I told him, you know, that one of you had actually requested it. And he thought that was funny too. And I said, I haven't had one in so many years. And I go, what made you think about it? And he goes, I don't know. It just popped in my head. And he goes, I really liked it. And I go, hey, that works. Now I could use the blender to mix these in, but I don't want them to get really, really small pieces. You know what I mean? Because I want to be able to taste those cherries in the mix. So we're going to get that all mixed in together. And look at how beautiful the pink color that is. Just absolutely beautiful from the, just using the cherry juice. Oh yeah, beautiful. Except for, you know, my mom always made cakes in the round ones. And so did my grandma. I like to make them in here unless it's for, you know, something special that you need to have round cake mixes. I hope he likes this. We'll know tonight, won't we? And you can always tell by his look if he likes something. People's like, How do you know if he likes it or not? If you actually pay attention to Tom, you can tell, but not very often is it something that he doesn't. Like, if I give him Brussels sprouts, you'll notice. He'll give you a different look than if I give him home canned green beans, you know. There's a big difference there. We don't want to waste any of that, especially the ones that's got the cherries in it. Alright, now we're going to put this in the oven. I don't know a specific time. I've got it at 350, and you know, if it comes back, your toothpick's clean, then it's done. And yeah, I was so amazed they have cherry frosting, but not cherry cake. So weird, so weird. So I'm going to let that cook, and I'm going to get those cherries chopped up, and I'm going to get all this sticky off my hands, and I'll be back. Alright, so nice and cool, and you guys, it smells amazing. And I tried this frosting, and actually that's really good too. I stirred it up just a little bit because I wanted it to be creamier. Isn't it funny how, like, when we start out, you know, and we're thinking about things from our grandparents or our parents or even sometimes great-grandparents. I didn't know any of mine, but isn't it funny how all of a sudden other things that you did or had or made or whatever just pop into your head? Like, I've never even heard Tom talk about cherry chip cake. And for him to all of a sudden just like, I want cherry chip cake. Usually if he asks for something on his birthday, it's chocolate of some kind. So when he did that, I was just like, what? It's crazy. But I think, you know, I've come to recognize over this last week or so that, you know something? Who we are is built on the people that raised us, that we spent time with, that, you know, had some effect in our life. You know what I mean? And whether it was good or bad, indifferent, whatever it happens to be, it molds us into who we are today. Do you know what I mean? Like, it really, truly, truly does. And, you know, one person commented that, you know, that they made a big difference in my life. And honestly, my grandparents were my savior. They were my lifesaver. I had it pretty rough here at home. So, at my grandparents, we could be kids. And they loved and respected us. And they were good to us. And no amount of money could ever, ever give us what they gave us. And I will be forever grateful to my grandparents. They were just beautiful people. Beautiful people. So now I took the rest of those cherries and I chopped them in half. Yeah, my hands are already all nice and red from cherries. I was hoping to get out today, but my payroll check didn't post yet. I think it's because of the holiday. So I thought, since we both like the maraschino cherries, why not, instead of making them just the big ones here and there, you know, why not just decorate the whole cake like that? Ha ha ha. The way our minds think sometimes is amazing. Alright, so I'm going to scoot a cherry over in there. We're going to take just a little tiny sample. Look at that, you guys. Ready, set. Hands down, amazing. I think Tom's really going to love that. We'll see tonight, won't we? All right, thanks for coming along with me to do his birthday cake. You guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing, and I'll see you at supper.